Hello, everybody. My name is Catherine, and today we are going to hop in the Wayback Machine and talk about children's books, some of my favorite children's books. So, let's get started. First, we have The Magic School Bus Lost in the Solar System. I loved this book as a child, it was one of my favorites. It's by Joanna Cole and illustrated by Bruce Deggan. And it was just such a cool book because they hop in. For those of you who don't know, the Magic School Bus is, well, it's a classroom where they have a magic school bus and they get to go on all these super fun adventures. And this one, the Magic School Bus turns into a spaceship and they go to out into the solar system and they learn all these super cool things. Like they learn like what you weigh on Mercury. If you weigh 85 pounds on Earth, you weigh 32 pounds on Mercury. It's really cool. Like I remember thinking it was just so fascinating, so I really love this book. So yeah, Magic School Bus. One of my favorite books. Curious George by Margaret and H.A. Ray. Curious George was a staple of my childhood. My aunt loves Curious George, and so Curious George was just around for me for so much of my life, and I just love him. I loved the Go to the Dentist one especially because he was just so cute, and it just really helped me not be afraid of going to the dentist, I guess. I don't know. And I love this illustration right here of the lady looking so upset. It's just a funny picture because her hair is all messed up and she's just like, ah! So, yeah, it's pretty funny. It cracked me up when I was little. So, yeah, I love this book. So, yeah, Curious George Goes to the Dentist. The next one is another classic. It's the Berenstain Bears Get the Gimmies. Now, I don't know if you've seen this going around the internet, the whole like Berenstein versus Berenstain. And I am totally one of those people who thought it was Stein instead of Ain. And so, yeah, I don't know where that came from. Like, it's an alternate universe or something. It's crazy. But anyway, I loved this book mostly because I was obsessed with the little candies and stuff at the checkout. I thought the candies looked really cool and I wanted some of the candies. So I didn't really learn anything from this book because this book is supposed to be like you're not supposed to be greedy and selfish and stuff. But I just wanted all the cool looking candies that they had at the checkout because I thought they were really cool. I loved all the colorful stuff. So, yeah, I don't know if I learned what I was supposed to learn from this book, but I really loved it anyway. So, yeah. Berenstain Bears Get the Gimmies, and I really loved all the Berenstain Bears books, but this one was probably my favorite. So, yeah. This book was really cute. I really loved it. It's called But No Elephants. It's such a cute story by Jerry Smath. Smath, not Smith. Smath. It's about this little lady who lives alone and she's happy. And then one day this pet salesman comes along and he's got like all these different pets, you know. He's got, crazy pets like beavers and woodpeckers and elephants and whole bunches of different pets. And she's like, I'll take a canary, but no elephants. She's like, that's where I draw the line. I'll take a canary, but no elephants. And so she takes the canary, and the canary ends up making her really happy, all the pretty singing and stuff. And so the pet man comes along again, and she takes another animal, and another animal, and another animal. And she finds that they all make her really happy. And then eventually, the pet man comes along, and all he has left is the elephant. And she's like, no, I'm not going to take the elephant, but he leaves the elephant. And she's like, no, no elephants. And it's really funny because she's like freaking out. She's like, no elephants. And so but he leaves the elephant anyway. And it's snowing and it's really sad because the elephant is left outside. And she's just like, and the elephant is just like covered in snow. And she's just like, no elephants, no elephants. And then eventually the elephant is just completely covered in snow. And so she's like, you can come in. And they have a really hard time getting the elephant to come in, but eventually he finally comes in. And yeah, then one day he falls through the floor and they are all stuck inside the house. And he eats all the food, and it's really terrible. And then, but one day, he stands up. He stands up and starts walking. He stands up, picks up the house, and he starts walking. And he walks into a tropical climate where they're all happy, and they lived happily ever after. And it's such a happy story. And then all the elephants come and they're all happy. And all the elephants come and live with them forever after. And it's such a happy ending. And I don't know, I love this story as a little kid. Like, it's just such a happy story. So, yeah, I love this. But No Elephants is one of my favorites. So, yeah. Such a cute story. I recommend it to anybody who can find it anywhere. But No Elephants. Then this last one is the very first book I learned how to read, and it is my favorite. My dad used to read it to me, and we have a special bond with this book. It is just such a fun book. And it's called The Monster at the End of This Book, starring lovable, furry old Grover. And he says, hello, everybody! And it's really cute. And it's written by John Stone and illustrated by Mike Smolin. And it's really cute because it's like Grover like freaks out. It's a very meta book because Grover freaks out. He's like, this is a very dull page. What's happening on the next page? And he's like, wait a minute, what did that say on the first page? There's a monster at the end of this book? And he freaks out. And so as the book goes on, he's just like, shh, there's a monster at the end of this book. And so he freaks out and he like tries to like tie the pages. He's like, you turn the page! And he freaks out because it's really fun. So he like ties the pages down and he like bricks the pages and everything to try to stop you from getting to the end of the book because there's a monster at the end of the book. And he doesn't want to get to the part where there's the monster at the end of the book. And it's just such a cute story. And it's so fun, like even like we would really get into it, and there's a part where we accidentally ripped the page because we get so dramatic into it where we would see he tied the pages down and we ripped the page because we would so dramatically try to turn the page like it was hard because he tied the pages down. So we ripped the page. But it was such a fun book, and I really love this book. Like, I still have such a warm place in my heart for this book because it's just so fun and so cute, and I love it so much. So, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I don't want you to know what happens at the end because you have to read it. Like, I spoiled the other books for you, but I'm not gonna spoil this one because you have to read There's a Monster at the End of This Book. Or The Monster at the End of This Book, starring lovable furry old Grover. You have to read it for yourself because it is so good. I'm serious. So, yeah. That's all I have for you today. So I will post another video soon. So I will see you then. Bye!